Our organization is somewhat different to classical academic settings. There's no collaboration in the common sense. We are a group of independent experts who work transdisciplinarily. I founded the group in 2014. We call it HOUSE. That's an acronym for Humanoids in Architecture and Urban Spaces. It's a transdisciplinary research group. People come from different domains like AI research, architecture, automation technology, computer sciences, dance, human-robot interaction, media arts, music, psychology, and philosophy. Among the arts, dance turned out to be of crucial interest in the course of our work. It helps to address and frame, understand and experience the question around technologies that we and how we formulate them. Dance, in our sense, is understood as a purposefully selected sequence of movements that are aesthetic. And in that sense, dance is always already abstract towards the everyday. There are modes of thinking by means of the body, which is an additional enormously important aspect to us. This understanding of thinking conflicts with the classical understanding of thinking as reasoning, at least in the Western sense. But dance, and especially contemporary performance, gives the opportunity to engage into sense-making, interpretation, modeling, even predicting aspects of the world by means of the body in motion. Now, this kind of endeavor that we started allows to explore the idea of the non-duality of body and mind. The center of our performances is a human body in interaction with a robotic body, addressing issues of life worlds. Film is structured by various offs. They allow for precise control of every aspect that should be presented, communicated, and expressed. That is why film is way too restrictive for our research endeavors. But we are very much interested in offs, as we bring as much as possible from what is typically outside in film as well as in classical stage arts, in the off, backstage, side stage, onto the stage. The audience has to get a grasp of the whole infrastructure as it happens. You see in the performances every cable used, every device that is working for the performances. You see all the people that are introduced in performing the performance. For example, the people who are overlooking the robot when it is in autonomous mode, or controlling the robot by various means, are of a crucial importance to be on stage and in the performance. We want to initiate specific points of views with our performances and catalyze discourse about it. Of course, in such a setting, problems can occur. In the concepts of our performances, risks are taken that film and other stage arts usually avoid. We embrace the error. There are always aspects introduced by which a certain likelihood of technological errors is a given risk, and in case they unfold into problems live on stage. For us, this is important to make failures accessible to the audience, to question the omnipotence of technology and to point at the aspects of technology in how fragile technology is and how important maintenance of technology is, but at the same time make clear that the effects of technology, of course, can be omnipotent. We understand movement, not reasoning, as the core of agency. In the human sense, that starts with visceral motion and breathing. In the performance, temporality is not introduced as a quantity of physical time. We stretch time into something comparable to tableau vivants. Moments get constructed that are at the same time rather banal, everyday, and of designating significance. Our performances are not meant to represent something. They are not delivering a story or narration. They are not even meant to entertain. Our performances are discursive statements. In case one or the other visitor finds them entertaining, this is of course very welcome, but we want to discuss. One main research interest of ours is focused on the creation, co-creation, and occupation of social cultural places, about what it entails to live and work in close proximity to a replica of human beings. We want to answer issues and raise questions about social artificial intelligence and social robotics. To a large extent, our strengths and pace got obsolete by technological means in the past. Today, our intelligence and dexterity seems to become obsolete. New technologies again question the capabilities of our bodies by imitating both our human thinking and our human sensuality. Again, we have to reinvent modes of our existence. Our performance approach provides access and insight into aspects of interactions that lead to these developments that are part of these bigger transformations. For humans, they include projections, expectations, affects, emotions, introspection, and presence, memory, and knowledge. For humanoids, they include changing light and sound conditions, rapid changes in social context, the challenge of keeping focus within groups of people, becoming understood by non-verbal language. Now, while both entities engage into stronger differentiation from one another, at the same time, both develop behavioral as well as spatial hybrids. The achievements in the workshops will be, on the one hand, towards the audience, and on the other, for us as a research group. At the workshop, the audience, together with arts people from house, will translate some of the yet still abstract challenges of the upcoming robotic cultures into scenes that elicit certain behaviors yet to be invented. Behaviors that are supposed to address crucial questions stated by the conference. We will have a humanoid robot at the workshop. Members of the audience are asked to send their topics of interest beforehand. Questions or terms to be translated into interrelated humanoid behavior, research interests, discourse topics, trivia, prototypical scenes of the everyday, social cultural utopias, to name just a few. The audience will cruise the network of influences between topics, choreography, dance, robot programming with us to gain novel insights. For us house people, we wish to develop insights for all the disciplines involved. For example, our roboticists are working at the moment in the development of a non-verbal language system for humanoids that is going to be introduced. In HRI, it's about the development of a mental model for interaction. My theory interest is dance performances as epistemic objects that I'm going to follow there. For dance research, to end, it's about robotic devices as equal stage partners. We're looking to learn from and with the audience. We're eager to understand about the topics and the points of view.